He saved your life, yet you didn't even offer him a word of thanks. And now you're suing him? What is wrong with you?
A man who saved a woman from being hit by a car is now facing sexual harassment allegations. 32-year-old Daniel Reed noticed a woman, Jessica Moore, walking straight onto the road while looking down at her phone. A car was heading straight for her, seconds away from impact. Daniel reacted instantly, grabbing her and pulling her back, just as the vehicle zoomed past. Surveillance footage confirmed that his actions prevented a serious accident. But here is the twist. Jessica filed a formal complaint alleging that Daniel's actions were inappropriate and violated her personal space. Her legal team argues that even in emergency situations, you do not have the right to touch another person without consent. Daniel is in shock. He thought he was saving a life and maintains he had no ulterior motives. The video clearly shows him releasing her immediately after pulling her to safety. The case has sparked a nationwide debate. Millions believe Daniel deserves praise, not punishment. Daniel insists his sole intention was to save a life. Do you think he did the right thing?
Not guilty of...
A robber was seriously injured while trying to mug a woman. What shocked people was that the woman turned out to be a well-known local MMA coach, Danielle Carter. After following Danielle for some time, the robber rushed at her and tried to snatch her bag. Danielle immediately slammed the bag into him and then threw several punches. The robber was in extreme pain and eventually lost consciousness. After it was over, Danielle turned and walked away. Later, bystanders called the police, and the robber was taken to the hospital. Police later identified him as 21-year-old Lucas Miller. Doctors confirmed that Danielle's actions caused severe fractures to Lucas's nose and eye socket, and his left eye was so badly damaged that it had to be removed. After learning what happened, Lucas's family sued Danielle. They claimed her actions ruined the life of a 21-year-old, and argued that as a combat sports coach, she used excessive force in self-defense. Surveillance footage showed Danielle striking Lucas with full force, resulting in permanent disability. Lucas's family demanded that Danielle pay medical expenses and $2 million in emotional distress damages. After reviewing the case, the judge and jury unanimously ruled that Danielle's actions were justified self-defense. The judge dismissed the family's lawsuit and declared Danielle not guilty. Lucas, who was unconscious at the time, will be charged with robbery once he regains consciousness. Do you think the verdict was fair?
A man was taken to court for helping the police trip a robber, and the robber's family is demanding $3.2 million in compensation from both the police and the man. 25-year-old John Davis witnessed a robbery outside his apartment. 19-year-old James Miller had just stolen from a pizza shop and was trying to flee. Officer Ryan Johnson, who was patrolling nearby, received the call and immediately gave chase. As the robber passed John, he quickly stuck out his leg and tripped him. James fell, hitting his head on the ground. The pursuing officer quickly apprehended James, but on the way to the police station, he began convulsing and foaming at the mouth. The officer believed James was faking it and warned him not to do anything. However, James stopped breathing on the way to the station, and paramedics declared him dead upon arrival. An autopsy revealed that James suffered a brain hemorrhage from the fall, though the symptoms weren't immediately apparent. At the time, they tried to transport him to the station, which was his last chance for treatment. The officer failed to intervene in time, thinking James was faking, which led to his death. The family of James then sued both the police and John, demanding $3.2 million in damages. The court ruled that the police were 70% responsible, while John, acting in good faith, was found 30% responsible. In the end, John paid $920,000 for his act of bravery. Do you think this verdict was fair?
A woman smashed a car window on the highway to rescue an unconscious driver. After the driver recovered, he sued her for $1,850 in vehicle repair costs. Video shows a truck suddenly drifting slowly on an Atlanta highway. The driver, Robert Miller, slumped over the steering wheel, unconscious. 29-year-old Emily noticed the abnormality first. She rushed over, banging on the window and shouting, but the driver showed no response, appearing to be in a critical emergency. She immediately used a hammer to smash the window. She pulled the driver out of the cab and began performing CPR immediately, continuing until the ambulance arrived. It was later confirmed Mr. Miller was experiencing a severe cardiac arrest. Mr. Miller was successfully resuscitated and survived. However, the event took a shocking turn a month later. After recovering and being discharged, Mr. Miller Miller sued Emily. He demanded she pay $1,850 to cover the costs of replacing the truck window and repairing the door frame. His lawyer argued that Emily had less drastic rescue options available, but chose the most destructive method, causing the most property damage. Her actions, he claimed, exceeded what was reasonably necessary. Upon receiving the legal notice, Emily felt shocked and disheartened. She stated, "I was only trying to save a life at that moment. I wasn't thinking about all that." After the incident was reported, it quickly sparked heated debate online. Millions of netizens felt Emily did nothing wrong. They criticized Robert, saying, "She saved your life, and you're worried about a little repair money? What do you think about this?"
Please help me! Please help me! My son only tried to rob you, Wing. If you hadn't fought back, he wouldn't be dead. You will pay for this.
Shut up! The one who should pay is you!
A woman shot and killed 2 teenagers after they brutally assaulted her and tried to steal a car while she was working at a car wash. Now the families of the teens are suing her, demanding $800,000 in compensation. The incident happened one morning in Florida. The woman was working part-time at a local car wash when 2 suspects, believed to be 17 and 18 years old, approached her. Police say the teens attacked her without warning, repeatedly punching and kicking her in the face. During the assault, one teen jumped into a nearby vehicle, started the engine, and attempted to steal the car, while the other continued to hold the woman down and beat her, preventing her from escaping. Fearing for her life, the woman pulled out a legally owned firearm and opened fire. Both teenagers were fatally shot. The woman survived with facial injuries and was treated at a hospital. Now, the families of the 2 teens have filed a civil lawsuit, claiming the shooting was excessive and demanding $800,000 in damages. The case is under legal review and has sparked fierce public debate. Was this self-defense or did it go too far?